guys, so I am back again with some Kentucky Fried Chicken. So let's tear into some of this stuff. So just got off of work not too long ago, and I am exhausted, but actually today went by like extremely kind of fast. So almost every time when I go to KFC, pretty much every time, I get the same stuff. I get the chicken thigh biscuit and a side, which I get mashed potatoes and gravy with a cookie. So I figured I'd just bring ins along here, guys, while I eat. Man. So, yeah, work wasn't all that bad today. We had trainers there for CNAs, like students. And which was very helpful. You know, sometimes you just gotta crave chicken. If you're from Tennessee, honey, y'all know what I'm talking about. I could pretty much eat chicken every day. My mama, which I told y'all before, she made the best chicken ever. So, got me some sweet tea here. I went to church Sunday. Man, that was sweet. And I hadn't been for a while to church, and I wasn't going to go when that morning I had got up, and I was like, you know, I might as well go. So I went, and that day, yesterday, I decided, you know, all of the negativity bullcrap is out of my life. Just everything that's negative is out of my life. And I just made up my mind yesterday. And I'm also meaning, like, you know, like negative thoughts, worrying. There's no need of any of that, because you know what? God knows exactly what, you know, is to come. So instead of worrying, we should pray about it and give it to Him. And take one day at a time. So that's what I decided to do. This chicken is so freaking good. You know, the devil wants us to be down and discouraged and freaking brokenhearted, and he loves all of that crap. And I have come to the point in my life where I have been through enough bullcrap to last a lifetime, and then plus some. So, yesterday I was praying and stuff. I'm like, this crap ain't worth it. And I just told the Lord, I'm giving everything to you in your hands. And, we all need him every day, every second of our life. And, I just had a little talk with Jesus yesterday. And after that, I felt like 100 times better. So, and I've been thinking for some times, like since I've been going through some stuff in my life, like I talk to God, whether it's praying or just like, within my spirit or whatever. And I told him, I said, this is like more gravy than anything. Look at that. I was like, if I have to crawl to get to the place that I need to be, and just in general life and just in general within my life, I was telling him, that's what I'll do. And, that's exactly where I'm at right now. I am crawling, and but each day, little by little, I'm coming out. Because nothing is impossible for God. And I mean, what more can you say other than like he's good to us? And even in the valleys he is. When we're on top of the mountain he is. Even when you don't see anything progressing, he is, because sometimes we just got to be on hold in life. Sometimes we have to go through to learn, valuable lessons, and it's part of it. But I feel a whole lot better. I feel like a ton of bricks have been lifted off of my shoulders since I went to church yesterday. Sometimes in life we try to, we get so discouraged and brokenhearted, and, you just feel alone, and like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get through this? What am I going to do? And we lose focus, and that's when God, whenever we have lost focus and we're, not going to church like we should, he gets our attention. And I don't know, I can't explain it, but it happens to me often whenever I'm going through crap in my life. But I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for trials too, because if you don't have them, you don't learn, and you don't learn how to overcome things in your life. So, until then, until I reach my destination in life, I'm going to keep on trucking. Anyways, spring is in the air here. And they totally just give you like one little freaking napkin. Of course. Sometimes in life, when you're weak and you're going through things, you don't even realize that you're strong. Like, you don't. And I've been there the past maybe 2 weeks. It's like you just don't know. You can't explain it. You can't explain it until you're in that situation. And then it's like the whole time, you know that while you're going through these things, you can feel little by little each day you're getting stronger. But then, like, you have the emotions, and then, like, something bumps you back down. But it's a process. And, you know, each and every one of us are made to overcome. And I'm just thankful that we have a friend in Jesus that's always there. Because he knows exactly who we are. This chicken's good. So good. Can y'all believe my oldest daughter, Katie, is going to be 13 March the 5th. That's unbelievable. And you know, until, I want to say this because I know certain people has been talking and stuff, like YouTubers, etc., etc. But anyways, you know, people can talk and, like, they can judge a person for whatever reason they think is right for them. But if you don't know people's chapters in life, or, you know, what they're going through in life, there's no need in it. And even if you are doing it, and when you do it, all that mess is coming right back to you, because in the end, you're no better off than what you proclaim of the person doing or being, because you're judging. And, and truthfully, anymore it don't bother me, because, you know, whenever you're at the bottom and you can't go down any further, it's like, you know, whatever. But you live and you learn. And it's life in general, everyday life. When you're out and about, or, you know, anywhere, you're going to have these people that think that they're, you know, better, or, you know, they've done no wrong in their lives. I think it's quite funny, because truthfully, the people that do that, honey, they need Jesus, and they need him in a big time way. Just saying. So, to the ones that are watching it, that watch my every move on my videos, yes, I'm eating. Hey, how are you? Yes, I love my food. No, I'm not anorexic. You know, like I said, y'all get bits and pieces of my videos, and certain ones in particular times I will, like, film it, because you guys, the ones that love me, truthfully, you guys like watching it. So to the haters, I quite don't care. I really don't care. You know, people talk and run that mouth, but you know what? At the end of the day, this is my life, not yours. And feel free, the ones that do that mess, comment, because you know what? It's only words. And at the end of the day, that crap's coming right back to you. People that have a past, everyone has a past. Whether it's, you know, having a bad childhood, or something dramatic happened in your life, and you know, you grieved over it and it was hard to overcome. Whatever the situation, everybody's situation's different, you know. Somebody got killed in a car wreck, or, you know, you got bullied at school, or just anything in that particular way, you know. Until you haven't walked in someone's shoes and known the hurt that they've experienced and the past that they've experienced, there's no need to even try and judge, because you're not to judge. You're not their God. And you don't know exactly what that person's been through. And it kills me how people do that. But I do know, I put out, you know, bits and pieces of my life, and I do videos, so of course I'm going to have people that talk and like to get on these sites and talk, which is kind of freaking funny. Because I'm a very straightforward person, and not a one of them can come to me. I would love for people that like to talk about me behind my back, you know, feel free to message me or call me, and I'll talk to you any day. But they don't do that. Why? Because it makes themselves feel better, and it makes them feel like they're something. So I do pray for people like that, because they need Jesus. And one of these days, when they hit a storm in their life, and then, you know, they're down here at the bottom and they're questioned, maybe then they'll open their eyes up and say, hey, you know, I shouldn't have done that. You know, that could have been me. Or, you know, it's just kind of sickening, to be truthfully. And I've not talked about this on here for a while, but felt like it today. They've even said, me talking about my poor mom and my mama, and me not having family. First of all, don't even go there with me with that, because let me tell you something. You don't know. You truthfully don't know the pain and how it feels. Well, maybe some of you might. I know quite a few of you probably have. But losing your mom and dad at a young age, and then pretty much all of your family, it's not an easy rodeo. So here on my channel, anytime I want to speak of my mother and my grandma, which here lately I tend not to, because it really disturbs me and tears me up, I'll do so. Because honestly, there's something about me that you like, or you wouldn't keep coming and looking and then going back and gossiping. It's pure jealousy is what it is, actually. And which there's no need to be jealous of me. I ain't nothing. But in God's eyes, I'm everything. So he makes me somebody special. And they talk about my makeup. Let's get into that too, shall we? My makeup don't look like a whore. My makeup's very neutral, and it's not overpowering. I don't wear a lot of lipstick, and even if I did, that would be my business. But this is me, and this is what I like to do. Yes, I am 30 years old, and yes, I like glitter, and yes, I rock glitter out. They say nobody wears glitter. Well, I beg your pardon. There's quite a lot of people that wears glitter this day and time. Actually, glitter's coming back. I bet you guys are like, woo, she's on a roll today. Yes, I am. I just felt like talking about it, Because you know what? Sometimes you just need to talk. Let's see here. What else? Oh. Certain people like getting in my personal life, which I've learned, you know, some things you just don't talk about. So, just for y'all's sake, the haters, and for people that are so evil and crooked and just awful. People that are that way need Jesus. I won't talk about any of that on my channel because you know what? It's quite frankly no one's business. If I decide to about like certain things, I will. But, you know, I've learned my lesson in the past. How people criticize and, you know, all this kind of bull crap. So, there's people out there that actually watches my videos just to find stuff on what they want to hear to talk about. And truthfully, I'm just a little old country girl that loves life. Yes, I'm a bit sassy. And there's a whole story behind me being sassy too, by the way. And I'm going to explain just a tad bit of it. Whenever I was growing up as a child, I experienced a whole lot of hurt, a whole lot of devastation. There was actually, you know, different kinds of stuff that went on in my life, and just a lot of hurt in general. So through the years, when you grow up and you have to be strong, even when you're like a kid, you have to learn how to be strong as a child. And that's all that you know how to do is to be strong, to survive. And then getting older, experience after I lost my mom, right before my mom died, she told me that you have got to stand up for yourself because there's people out there that, you know, will run over you. And that's what I do now. I stand up for myself. So to include the sassiness part, there's a fly on my freaking door right here. To include the sassiness part, I don't have to explain nothing, but I want to talk about it because I feel like it. But yes, I am sassy. I'm not sassy all the time, but when I need to be, I'm sassy because you know what? I learned how to survive being strong. And being strong, that's part of my sassiness. It's just sometimes you just put it on. You put your sassy pants on and you learn how to deal with it and you learn how to cope. It's not necessary that I'm just this big old, you know, witch or whatever, because I'm not. If you truthfully know me, outside, even outside of YouTube, I'm the same person. I kid you not, I am the same person. I don't change. So, those of you that are little trolly trolls, roly polies, or whatever you want to call them, there's a story behind everybody's chapter. Everybody's book in life, there's always a story. Maybe you don't agree with it. Maybe I don't agree with it. But hey, there's a story. And one of these days, I'm going to write a book of my life. And I don't know when. Like I said, I have got to... My life right now, I'm going through a storm. I know I've got a huge calling upon my life. Or else Satan and hell wouldn't be trying to knock me down and discourage me and get my mind focused off of God and Christ. One of these days I'm going to write it. And I'm going to share it. So, just be thoughtful of people. You don't know their circumstances in life. Be in mind that your story is not like their story. Be in mind that you are not perfect as you think you are. Be in mind and know, and when I'm saying you, I'm talking about myself too, because be in mind and know that you know, aren't above, and everyone that really and truthfully, you're down here just like the bottom, like everybody else. But without God, He's the one that makes us shine, and He's the one that makes us to what we need to be. And I may ruffle some feathers on this video, but I don't care. It's got to get out. It's just very disgusting how people can be, truthfully. But you know what? That's how it is in life, guys. You have those type of people. You have them type of people. But it don't stop me. I'm going to tell y'all what. I have been through so much hell. And yes, I'll say it again. I have really been through so much hell growing up. Even into my adult, life. Haters ain't going to stop me. They're not. I'm eating a biscuit right now. Then people don't like me eating. But guess what? This is my channel. And I will eat my biscuit. And I'll eat my freaking chicken. And I'll eat my gravy. It's my life. If I want to eat it, and they say that I'm so big and fat, hey, so be it. More carbs for my body. Just saying. They even knock on my lip gloss. Come on, guys. Woman's got to have her lip gloss to look pretty in, right? And these people that do that are truthfully jealous of me. It's a given obvious, but I'm thankful for them doing that. You know, it gets on my nerves sometimes, I'm not going to lie. But when you're on social media, you got to grow some balls to be able to be on here. You don't see them behind the screen. Maybe some of them are. Maybe some of them are fakes. I don't know. But you have to grow some balls, and you've got to, you know, just be yourself, shine on, whether the haters hate. I don't know. My mind's running 100 miles an hour because I've always wanted to talk to you guys about this, but I never did. So now I'm like, whatever, you know. It needs to be addressed. Yes, it does. So I'm actually thankful that these people that like to belittle people, they can actually talk about me and do what they do, because it's giving people out there in life a freaking break for once. So if I'm giving these people a break that don't, you know, I don't deserve it, they don't deserve it, but if it's, you know, getting the spotlight off of them for a while, bring it on, bring it on. Because at the end of the day, honey, the arrow's right back at you. And in your everyday life, other than hounding on my social media page and hounding on my life and, you know, my life outside of YouTube, you know, whenever you're hounding and barking and griping and complaining, what's your life behind your little keyboard, and what's your lifestyle like? What have you went through in your life that's making you act out to hurt others? Bullying is wrong. And, you know, you can say, if you don't want comments like that, don't get on here and do it. First of all, I don't go for bullying. I don't go for making fun of people. Me and you are just alike. You know, we may be different. We may have different hair. We may be different sizes. Some may have more money. Some may have nothing. Some may be in the middle. But guess what? At the end of the day, when we take our last breath and we lay our head down and pass out of this world, guess what? You ain't taking none of this mess with you. And you ain't taking you know, your friends with you that get behind a keyboard and get on here and do this and do that, because when you die, either you're going to heaven or you're going to hell, and you will be standing beside your maker. So those people that do that crap better think back and look outside the box and see how their life is and what they're going through, and focus on that, not negativity. Lord Jesus, get on here and give people compliments. Say, you go girl, you know, do something, and maybe you will break your chains off from that mess and you will rise above. And I pray that right now, actually. I pray that God will come into your heart, sanctify your soul, sanctify your mouth, your mind, your fingers, and whenever you feel like bullying, you say, I rebuke you, Satan, and get behind me. And then maybe you can start giving people compliments and stop thinking about people's life and what they're doing, what they shouldn't be doing, because check your life out. You know, check your life out. Me, I've got to work on mine daily. Am I perfect? Heck no. I have never got on here on YouTube and proclaimed to be perfect, because, honey, I'm far from it. I strive daily to get to be where I need to be with God. Am I there yet? No. Will I be there? The only time that I'll be 100% with God is when I'm out of this body. This body is flesh and we're weak. We fail Him every single day. But we've got to ask, repent, try not to do that crap anymore. Whatever it is, there's multiple things out here. And then when you're out of this body, you're free from sin. You're free from everything. You're with the one that made you. So please, whoever the heck you are, those of you that, heck, I'll probably get blowed up now for sure that I'm standing my ground here for a minute, but I don't care, because God's got my back. But when you start getting behind that keyboard and doing this and doing that and say, look, she's sassy, she's arrogant, blah, blah, blah. Honey, I'm not. If you're with me 24/7 in my everyday life, you would know exactly who I am. And what you see on here is what you get in the outside world. There you go. So, and those of you that are going through a storm, honey, let me get my cookie out for a minute, and then I got to get up off here because I've been running my mouth for 30 minutes. Those of you that are getting bullied here on YouTube or Facebook or your everyday life, honey, you let that crap fall off of your back, because you must be doing something right. Jealousy is cruel to the grave. Envy, strife. My phone went out. Somebody called. So, as I was saying, I gotta hurry. It's getting hot in here. So, those of you that get bullied, or people like to talk smack about you, honey, don't you worry. Don't worry. Why? Because you be yourself. You be true to you. And God's got your back, and you will shine. You know, to make a diamond, you have to, it's this big old whole long process. And to get to be that diamond in life that you truly are, we got to go through things. Going through things make us stronger. And I'm a work in progress. Every single day of my life, I'm a work in progress. I fail. I make mistakes. But hey, God knows me, and God knows who exactly I am. What people think of me don't matter. You know, it's just life. Life is hard. Sometimes life's easy. You know, there's difficult rides in life. There's things in life that are just straight and easy going, but it's not always that way. And I can say about myself, I've come a pretty far way in my life. I have. I've overcome so many things in my life. So those of you that think you can't, you can. But you've got to take baby steps, and you've got to hold on to Jesus. Even if you think you can't hold on to Jesus, if you think you're drowning, you hang on with one little thread, and that's all that it takes, because He'll see your heart's content, and He will pull you through, and He will get you through any storm that you face in life. Because I'm a living example. One of these days when I write my book, it's going to go back from my childhood all the way up through different parts of my life. You would be so shocked of all the things that I've been through and what God's brought me through. People that would have been through the things that I've been through as a child, and I know some that stuff in life happens to them as kids and stuff, they end up on drugs. They end up, in jail and prison. But I'm thankful that my God spared my life. And for whatever reason, He took hold of my life and He kept my mind. He kept me like He gave me like sanity. I didn't go crazy. I could have at times. I felt like I was going to lose it because so much crap had went on in my life. So much just crazy stuff. But God spared me. And I can say right here today, I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that He kept me. And I'm thankful through the storms that I faced within my life, because without Him, I would be nothing. And without Him, I would not be standing here today. So, to get through with this video here, the battle that I'm in now is nothing compared to what I've been through. And this little stepping stone, I will overcome. So just remember that. Don't let people get you down. Don't let people get you discouraged, because that's what they want. They want you to give up, give in, and let it go. But not me, because quite frankly, I'm a strong person. I'm not weak. Sometimes I feel like I am, but I think back and I remember, hey, God got me through this. And this little bull crap here, He's going to get me through this today. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the service that I had Sunday at church, because it was absolutely amazing and phenomenal. God really spoke to my heart and my spirit. And all we can do is take one day at a time. Trust in God. Cry out to God. And He will get us to where we need to be in life. That's all of us. We all are going through a journey down here below. We need to help each other. We need to pray for each other. We need to lift each other up. Because you know what? Without Him, we're nothing. We are nothing. And I pray for these people that like to hurt others. I pray for them. Because you just don't even have a clue. You don't. You don't have a clue. You could hurt somebody and they're so low. And these people could be so weak and they just can't take it. And they could end themselves. People do that stuff. So I pray right now today that y'all would stop this mess and stop acting foolish. Life's not about that. Life is a far meaning from drama and bullying and tearing people down. But until God comes back, we're going to deal with it. But we can pray for these people to make them stop this madness. Anyways, I love you guys. Hope y'all are having a good day. And remember that the good Lord up above loves you, and He knows exactly who you are. And you know what? Be blessed, guys. Bye.